Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Kurt. Last video of the year. I want to talk about the characters that we've had to ban from the table. The first one that comes to mind, we were playing 2nd edition, and this one player came to the table, and he said, I want to play a half dragon. And we're like, okay, we have no such thing in the game. Well, I found it on the internet, see? Okay, red flag there, because if you want to play something, we have to have copies of the rules. And he might have had some printouts or something, but his whole pitch was, it's going to be super powerful. Okay, I see what you're doing there, buddy. So this player was a known power gamer. We'd dealt with him for a while. And his whole thing was, how much can I min-max? How much can I power game? How much can I bend every rule I can find? And it's one thing to work within the rules, but it's another thing to actively try to break them. And going on the internet to find some broken, overpowered nonsense. Oh, breath weapon and wings and, scales for a natural armor class and some magic resistance too. Magic resistance being pretty powerful ability in that time. We had to say, no, dude. If you wanted to play something like that, we would have to compare it to the existing races like elf and dwarf and whatnot. And we might have to adjust these things downward to match what everybody else gets. That was a little bit of an argument. No. It's cool. It has to have all that stuff to be cool. Yeah, no, it has to have all that stuff to be powerful. Making it cool is what happens at the table after it's rolled up. And a consensus was not reached. And he ended up playing something else. And doing his best to wreck everything in front of him. But, okay. The other character we had to ban was a human fighter. Now I've said, there's certain things I don't like. I don't like tieflings the way they're portrayed in 5e. I don't like warlocks. I think they should be an NPC type. And there's a few others I think are a little bit, not quite right in various ways. But no, this was a human fighter. What's wrong with a human fighter? Oh, they're so bland, they're so boring. No, not if you play them right, but that's not it. So this player, this is the late 90s, said, I want to play a human fighter. Okay, cool. What you got? Yeah, but I want him to have the same glandular condition as Andre the Giant. So he's like, his height and his weight are way above human normal ranges. Okay, are you expecting any special abilities to come from that? Well, I'll just take the normal strength and dexterity and con and all that stuff, and I'll just put a really high number into strength and a low number into dex. I'll take whichever I roll, I'll put the higher of there, and I'll just take my normal rolls. I'll just arrange them accordingly. And we're like, okay, cool. I mean, we can work with that if you're expecting, strength of a hill giant. No, but if you want to roll what you roll and put your numbers where you want. Okay, cool. That totally works. So, what else? Oh, yeah, his name's going to be Sir Fatso the Heavy. Okay, ding. Nope. Why? Well, that's the name he would have been given by, the other people in his village. Okay, I get that, but no. Jim was like, well, why? Okay, you're going to be playing a character named Sir Fatso the Heavy. You're at a table where Big Paul is at the other end of the table. And you two don't get along the best. You get along okay. But he is between 500 and 600 pounds. Having a character named Sir Fatso the Heavy is going to come across as a distinct dig at another player. That's like if there's one guy with glasses at the table and you name your character Four Eyes, that's that wouldn't be cool. Well, it's not about Big Paul. It's about this guy. His name is from him, and his village gave him that name because you may not mean it that way, but that's the way it's going to come across. Well, why would it? Really, dude? You don't see it? No, I don't see that. It's not that. So Jim didn't get, and bless his heart, he is not the kind that would go after another player. He's not the kind that would throw insults at another human being. Sweet guy, okay? Just great guy. But he just didn't see it. And that was the other one we had to kibosh. It's like, no, name it something else. You want to play Human Fighter, fine, but not with a name like Sir Fatso the Heavy when you have a person who is overweight to the point where they have some physical problems. I mean, dude snapped his collarbone pushing himself out of a chair once. Wheezes, breathing difficulties, and some health issues there. No, that's when we had to put the kibosh. And that's it. I mean, I've not really had to ban anything much at my tables. I haven't had that problem other than just a couple. Now, this being the last video of the year, if you guys have any questions you want me to answer, any things you want me to do videos about, leave that in the comments below. I'd be glad to take your ideas for videos you want to hear. And I'll talk to you later. Damn Kurt, out.